Hey guys, welcome to Precious Cargo. I'm Precious, and welcome back to the continuation of my convo with Zeke. I hope you all enjoy part two.
You dropping shit today. Go
But
ahead.
it's crazy because I've been asleep for like 3 days straight. So this is like the most interaction I've had in 3 days.
Go ahead. No, you dropping some high science. Go ahead and drop that shit. The
Yeah,
law, the attachment.
detachment. The detachment is also how you surrender. You can't be attached to the outcome. You can't be attached to literally anything and think that you're going to propel in life because you're literally just holding yourself back energetically.
Run that shit back one more time. Say that shit all over again.
I don't remember. Every time you ask me to do that, I never remember.
No, run that shit back. You tell them folk what it is one more time.
Detachment is literally like holding, anytime you are attached to something, you're energetically like holding yourself back in order to evolve and become greater than or whatever. You have to release the attachment to the outcome. You got to detach from the outcome. You got to detach from whatever it is that you feel like is perceiving you to hold back and become the person you're supposed to be.
Damn. I
Period.
couldn't like come on, man. Come on, man. And they talk about it though too, like in the afterlife, like the things that you find yourself attached to in the material realm when you pass on, right? Your soul would still crave those things, would leave you entrapped in earth. You see what I'm
Mm,
saying? So you got to learn how to detach before you pass
shit.
on to the next round.
That's crazy.
So you drop that shit. Like that's why I got to. You drop that shit. Like that Rosicrucianism that you dropping.
Wow.
That's some high. That's some high science, spiritual science.
That's crazy.
You in
Yeah,
tune.
honestly, most of it's just trial and error for me.
I know. I can't say I know. I see.
Yeah.
I see. Like you. I'm telling y'all right now. Like my interaction, hearing this and knowing this, and she talk that shit. She know the hell she talking about.
Mm, period. So buy my book. Thank you so much.
Like I'm co-signing that shit. Like right now, like
Mm-hmm.
you just showed me right in my face.
Mm,
Like for real. Like your style is like southern antebellum. Like I can see you walking out on a porch, like with the house with the pillars,
yeah.
with some gone in the wind type shit. Like you come off like that. Like you come off like
Yeah.
shit. You know that shit.
Period.
You
They
know
would
that
have
shit.
burned. They would have burned.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna get you this book.
They
That's why
would
I
have
got it.
burned the fuck out of me. I'm excited about the book though.
It's right here,
No.
chapter one. She is a tree of life, Hecate,
Period.
and the cosmic axis.
Speaking of Tree of Life, do you do like sacred geometry or anything? You use it.
I fuck with geometric. I fuck with Kabbalism. I fuck with I forgot what that shit what Aleister Crowley was fucking with. I got a book in there. I could go pull it up. But yeah, I fuck with it.
I've been using. My gosh, not the Tree of Life, the flower one. Oh my god, I just blanked. You know what I'm talking about? No, the oh shit, I'll figure it out. I'll think about it later. But I've been using that to reverse my infertility. Like during one of my meditations, I've been using that to like in I also practice alchemy and I have an
Gotcha.
alchemy mentor that I work with, and during our like meditation sessions, like we've been working on me getting pregnant. And so I've been using that in my like womb
Mm.
for the past
What you
little
should
bit.
be using that spell for? Her? Excuse me.
Bless you.
This shit gonna be raw as fuck, man. Fuck it.
Those are my best episodes, honestly. Like the ones where I don't really have like a run sheet, I just like let it go. Like those are the ones that take off. It's wild. Huh?
Anybody that like really sit down and listen to this, like shit. And I ain't trying to be entertaining too. Like I feel like that's where a lot of it go wrong at. And shit, Bobby talk about it. And he say that, a lot of folk look at or won't go into knowledge or seek knowledge because they're not entertained by it.
Who?
People in general, like when you go to a lecture or when it's time to learn something, most folk don't learn something because they so used to being entertained.
Mm.
they so used to the programming to where that they don't even catch the gem that's been dropped or sit in a situation that can be dropped. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like motherfuckers get on YouTube right now and watch some bullshit just because
Bullshit. Just
it's
because they're
entertaining.
entertained. Yep. And it's like those
But
quick little clips that capture their attention. That's why TikTok's so popular.
come on, but at the same time, they won't sit down and listen to knowledge.
Because they're escaping themselves. I think the hardest part for people in order to learn, you got to know who you are. And a lot of people don't want to know who they are because they're afraid.
That's true.
You
That's
know,
true. But at this particular time, you ain't even got to know who the fuck you is.
yeah.
All you got to do is pertain to. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go back to what I'm saying, but pertain to some knowledge. That's why I hope that people might, they may find this entertaining, but they sat down and listened to it as like a lecture.
Mm,
They'll gain so much more
mm-hmm.
knowledge
Mm-hmm.
because you gave real live examples of what you was talking about. We ain't
Yeah.
get through the list. We didn't get through the list of the different soulmates or the potential of the soul communities and others soul reincarnations. But you touched on two of them. Um, Real quick, can you touch on kindred kindred spirits and it's another one. It's another one. Kindred spirits, soul communities, and also shit. Talk about the oversoul too, if you got time.
Okay. Kindred spirits, I'm not sure I'm even familiar with the term. I probably reference it in something different, I guess. Soul community. So I study the planets and I believe that your soul community is where and you notice this. I'll give an example. You notice this a lot with like people in drag, like drag queens and different things. Like they find community and comfort in some place, in something that is not like their birth community. It's where you feel whole. It's where you feel welcome. It's where you're able to like fully express yourself. You notice that, like, I feel like we've lost as a society the sense of community.
You can't
And
say that
hmm?
because you just said you can't say that because you just said that about drag queens find their own community.
I'm
I
saying
think
like
you
I'm saying like
saying
in
something.
general, like people like in general have lost that, and so when you find that, it makes it more sacred.
Oh, so like families that general base of unconditional love that families used to have, we no longer
Correct.
have.
We don't really have that. We don't have like that village mindset as much anymore. And so when
Okay,
you find that, it makes it more special. It means more. That's what I mean, but
yeah,
like drag queens and stuff, because they kind of get kicked out of their,
exile. Yep.
yeah, and they're forced to find community elsewhere.
Uh
But
huh.
we're all longing and seeking for that community.
Right.
That's what I mean.
And that longing and seeking for that family isn't just you; it's a collective of individuals.
Right.
So that's why you got to have the deterioration or the destruction of the ideal of the family love. Then we have to do away with that village love to evolve to something higher. Like that's real shit.
Yeah.
Because the soul don't pertain to just people of your bloodline, people of
Right.
your home.
Like, I don't feel community in Knoxville. I don't feel like I can fully be myself. I don't feel like I'm supported. I don't feel like that is my safe space. That is my family. That is my home, but that is not my community. My community is in Nashville. My community is in Franklin. My community is when I'm around people and I can fully be myself around. I feel like that's true community and that's true like growth in a way.
And what's so far about this is to me is because those people that you have in this lifetime, in your death or in your afterlife, they the same motherfuckers.
Mhm.
They the same motherfuckers. It's crazy how we were born into this lifetime into a family that don't belong in us, but we have a soul family that's out there somewhere that we go
Right.
and we find once again.
They talk about this a lot in the Akashic records too. Like you
Yep, I
do
for sure.
reincarnate with the same soul family. So like your brother could have been your spouse or your whatever could have been your uncle. And it's like you hear people say it all the time, especially the southern people. They're like, oh, that's that grandbaby or that's that granddaddy and the baby or whatever. And they don't even realize what they're saying because if they knew what they were saying, they probably wouldn't say it.
No motherfucker know. Shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
But like
know. They know.
that's what it is. Like you do reincarnate with the same beings the majority of the time. Like you have a soul family and you go through these things in different places everywhere.
And that's why I challenge you back on what you were saying earlier about being in these mundane relationships. That's
Mm.
why I challenge that because, like, they supposed to be with that motherfucker. Like
Mm-hmm.
in this lifetime, they may not be here in order to enjoy love. They may
Mm.
be here just to be in that position
Yeah.
with that individual that they never learned a lesson from. Man, however the fuck.
Interesting. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not for the fucking continuing lessons. We're fucking move on.
Final boss shit.
I'm gonna name this episode the final boss.
You know what?
Like on Mario, whenever you get to the final episode or the final level that no one can ever beat, that's me.
That's exactly what I seen when you said that shit the first time. I seen you being browser, whatever his fucking name
Yeah.
is. Like, nah, like real shit. Like I ain't real shit. That's who I
Yeah.
visualize.
It'd be like that.
Nah, what the fuck? With the shells on your back, with the
Mm-hmm.
fucking the horns,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
riding on the motherfucking go kart with the cannons, the motherfucker everything behind you on fire. That what type of I'm gonna say it. That what type of bitch you is, and I mean bitch in the highest form.
Period.
Female dog, as in female god.
Period. Stop playing with me. That's why homeboy, I don't know why he really thought that he could message me talking about come to XYZ. I need to see you ASAP. Okay. And where's my money? Like do
Let me,
something.
let me tell you this.
Hmm.
The highest form, one of the highest form of God is a prostitute.
I wrote that down actually for us to talk about. You see the telepathy? It's crazy.
Nah, for real?
Yeah, I wrote that down. In part one, you talked about the prostitute being a goddess. What are your thoughts on Jesus and Mary Magdalene being twin flames? I sure did.
Man, you already broke it down for him. You don't broke the secret. So let me go back to another secret you dropped, and I wasn't gonna say nothing about, but shit, I'm gonna drop it now.
Okay.
You are exactly right. You are exactly right.
We'll say that again. Hold on. Those are my favorite words to hear.
You are exactly right.
Thank you.
When a lot of folk confuse the third eye is really the heart chakra. You feel what I'm saying? So when you that heart chakra open and closes at certain times of your lifetime too. You can't really predict when it's gonna open up or when it's gonna close.
Mm.
But when it does open up, it open up your clear abilities.
Yes, 100%.
You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
directly, when you feel that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that whatever that person going through here, you go through.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of time, what we call love is karma. All right, jumping back to Mary Magdalene and Jesus. Man, hell yeah, you just wrote the signs.
They don't want to
You just
hear
wrote
it
the.
though. They don't want to hear it.
You just let me tap in real quick and like really to explain it. So anytime these motherfuckers want to have a baby or wanted to have a baby, they had to contact the fertility goddess. Anytime it came to planting seed and harvesting, they got to go to the fertility goddess. Come on, what's more powerful than creation itself? You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Going back to what you was talking about earlier though too. Let me see if I'm ties all this shit together. So they talk about this particular practice, this meditation that you can practice to where that you become unconscious, and when you become unconscious, you become one of the forces of nature.
Wait, are we talking
You
about?
you explained that shit earlier.
Are we talking about tantric?
We I ain't even got into it. I'm coming to it.
Okay, sorry.
We coming to it.
Okay.
I was talking about what you was talking about earlier, as far as like you tapping into this certain cosmic consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
forces of nature. This is what I'm talking about as far as dealing with the woman and the divine connection as it relates to the prostitute. The prostitute allows the escape of what one might say is the ego when you have an orgasm. And this woman can match up with any man and make them escape themselves.
Mhm.
Going back to the fertility goddess, going against them, the more babies you had, the more fertility that you will bring about. You feel what I'm saying? The more sexually potent you are, the more spiritual you are.
Mhm.
The better the pussy you have, the better the bitch. You talking about?
Mhm.
It's on that type of level. Jesus and Mary Magdalene shows the significance of personal transformation.
Mm.
That's why they recognize as the twin flames.
Mhm.
I hope folks get that. 'Cause I took a whole lot of information.
Yeah. I'm sure. Listen, they've made it this far. They're there. They're on it. Oh
Even
my
in
gosh.
Jesus in the Chinese literature would be Kuan Yin.
What's
Jesus
that mean?
also represents Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is a Chinese deity. She's
Mm.
the female Jesus in Chinese.
Mm.
There's another one or two though. This was gonna fuck the game up. This coming from not from me. This coming from Rod Hayes. Rod Hayes says that Jesus is Isis.
Goddess Isis.
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
same person. Isis, Kuan Yin, Jesus are the same archetype. Yeah, the archetype of energy. It's on the same frequency, and it's dealing with the heart,
Mhm.
sex transformation,
Mhm.
prostitution.
Mhm.
Come on, take that
Mm.
money and turn it into orgasm, to bliss. And going back to what you were talking about anyway, it's an ancient science of alchemy.
Mhm.
The best shit is the putrefaction. When you deteriorate all that shit into the gunk. But that's also why society look like it does too. Evolution don't evolve, it deteriorates. It has to rot. And when you rot that's when you get the true substances.
I think that's where we are as a society right now too. I think
Exactly.
I think that, you said you're for the destruction. Destruction. It has. You have to. It has to happen. It has to happen.
Damn. You remember that shit.
Yeah. I listen to two things: my podcast and healing frequencies.
That's real.
That's pretty much it.
That's the second time you don't drop them healing frequencies.
They won't catch it though, will they? They might.
I'm big time on them healing frequencies too, though. I attempt to do every session I do with healing frequencies. Every session, every session I do.
So I start my day with every morning, and then I listen to like little subliminals with. My gosh, I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you. Subliminals have been changing the fucking game for me.
What you been doing?
So I listen to subliminals with different frequencies, like paired together when I go to sleep now because I'm
Yeah,
working on something.
you doing hypnosis on yourself.
I'm working on something big. Okay. And so I don't want to, I'm working on something. And I listened to one particular one night, and I swear to you, someone that I have been manifesting having getting on my podcast reached out to me after not hearing from this person for 15 years. Came out of nowhere the very next morning. I was needing some funding for a project that I'm working on. I don't like to use my own money. Do you know that I literally woke up after listening to one of those with multiple people offering to fund these things that I didn't reach out for?
Mm,
Subliminals are
mm.
changing the game for me. Changing the game for me.
I think that's another drop.
Yeah.
I
I
think that's
literally
another
like
drop.
and I sent there's only two people that I really share a lot of this information with, and I sent like a couple of them to one of my friends, and she's like, I think this is it. And I'm just like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can I do the honors of breaking down the signs on this?
Yes.
For sure. Anytime you program your reticular activating system, whatever it accepts as it being true, it begins to reflect it around you. Once you program the subconscious mind, your reality has no choice but to commit to it. It'll make, and your conscious mind will attempt to make sense of it. And I can see that how your subconscious mind would will interact in such a way that brings about this individual that you haven't seen in 15 years. I can see that the plasticity of the universe is now so fluid that you can't access portals or dimensions that brings about change and it can look like a person. Ideal, TV, TikTok,
It's crazy.
podcast. As
It's
long as
crazy.
you program that subconscious mind
Yeah.
and it's the
No,
imagination.
it's wild.
That's
Honestly,
why y'all should see. That's why y'all should see hypnotherapists. If you out there and you want to make change in your life, fuck with a hypnotherapist. It don't even have to
mm,
be me. Fuck with one.
I should do a session with you.
Let's rock out. I don't know if I can do a therapy session with you at
Why?
this point. At this point, shit. But I definitely do. I definitely do some hypnosis if you want to do some.
Okay, so you know how like I'm prophetic and stuff. So I saw my engagement, so I have red nails now, and I'm only keeping my nails red until I get engaged because my nails are red when I get engaged.
Talking about that. Talking about that. I want to give out a. I want to give out a spell.
The red nail theory.
Yeah, I want to give out a spell. So along with that though too, when your period come on, put on some red lingerie, red bra, red panties, and the shit I'm finna say is gonna be vulgar.
You want me to write their name in my period blood?
Nah, masturbate while you on your period.
Okay.
But you can do that too. You can do that too. I wouldn't say they name, but I was gonna say you masturbate and you just imagine what you want to happen. You see what I'm saying? You imagine what you want to happen during attempting the climax or orgasm. What happens then is just going back to the prostitute too. What happened then is once you are aroused at a certain time and you visualize with that feeling, it's the feeling that rules the subconscious. It's the feeling. Once the
So
subconscious mind feels it, it thinks it's real.
does it have to be? So they have a theory called the O method. Does it have to be on your period in order for you to see results?
Now, like, but on this particular spell, doing this
Mm,
particular spell,
okay.
you put the red on with the red, and you do it for all the nights that you own. It'll manifest. You get what you want to.
Period. I'm gonna be married before the end of the year.
Women got to manifest being get married. I won't put no time on it, but women have to. I really feel like women have to get manifest getting married.
I'm getting older. What I'm working on this year is getting pregnant. So, my fertility stuff, or infertility stuff, whatever. Like, I'm working on conceiving by August 1st. So, that is my huge manifestation. That is what I've been spending the majority of my energy on for this year. Even with all like the business stuff and the book and everything else, like that is where my true focus is. And so that is what I'm manifesting. And I would also like to be married to the person. So that's what I'm.
I mean, you got to be even more specific with that because married these days is shit. It may just be the child. Or marriage these days, maybe y'all get in a house with each other.
Mm,
Marriage these days don't always look like as it once did. And
mm-hmm.
don't trip though too, because you said something earlier. I want to go back. Don't trip. This ain't for precious. This for everybody else. Don't trip on that motherfucker riding a bicycle. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker that's on his last. You dig what I'm saying? That motherfucker might be the love of your motherfucking life, and you missing out because you're looking at the physical.
Mm,
You ain't even recognizing what's going on spiritually. You did what I'm
mm,
saying? You did because value not ain't always monetary. You did.
mm-hmm.
Some people exactly what you missing can be that. That motherfucker that could be a damn handyman, know how to fix everything in the house, know how to build a house with his own hands.
Period.
And they think he building you a house and then built your mama a house too. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the whole time you judge the motherfucker, he riding the bike. You did what I'm saying?
Listen, I lived in New
You got
York.
to
Everybody walks
surrender.
everywhere.
Damn, you have to surrender. You have to surrender. But I get it though. I get it though and shit. Because I want to talk to no woman who walk.
Huh?
Nah, I'm talking shit.
You said you wouldn't talk to no woman who walked.
I get it. I get it. I'm gonna say some real shit too. Like I ain't never told nobody this, but out loud. But I'm working on being a human now.
It's hard, isn't it? No, dead ass. Being a human fucking sucks.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Why did we do this shit?
I mean, I got a couple ideas.
Yeah.
We'll swap it out then. You know what I'm talking about? We'll keep it pimping. I know I do hypnosis with you and you do Akasha readings with me. We'll swap it out.
Hypnotize me? Okay, here's what I want in my hypno session. Okay. I um I am a multimillionaire. I am a mom and I'm a wife and I am amazingly successful because I am successful in the way that I reach people and help them and help heal and like evolve others.
Write that down. Write that down for me. Normally I would write it down.
I will.
My question is what you willing to sacrifice in order to get that?
Whatever.
You really sacrifice whatever.
I mean, people.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna drop game on that real quick too before we move on. The reason why they sacrifice people
Mm,
is because if they have a certain level of popularity and they sacrifice them, they can access them in the spiritual realm and they can gain more knowledge. Yeah, they can gain more
interesting.
knowledge than what they would know
I mean,
beforehand.
I think, I don't really have any, like, I don't care to sacrifice something because I'm not attached to anything.
You pop your shit, my girl. Pop your shit. All right.
Period.
So next
I mean,
question:
that's the key to detachment. Like, I'm not attached to anything.
what has to happen in order for you to achieve those things?
Ooh, I don't know. In order for me to achieve like what I want,
Multi-millions, wife, chillings.
I think I just have to keep going on the path that I'm on.
We'll come back to that. I hear
Okay.
what you're saying, but I
Yeah.
want a more in depth,
Oh, like a
statement.
for me to achieve. You know what I think to
Pause. Remember, pause. Pause. Keep that. Keep that. How would you know? How would you know when you have it? Like, what would tell you? Or how might you feel once you do have those things?
I feel powerful.
You feel powerful. Now, get more descriptive.
I feel powerful knowing that I achieved everything that I wanted.
Give me more feeling words.
Okay. I feel powerful knowing that it's all about getting, it's not about feeling. I know. I know.
Mm,
Shit. I know. That's a blockage that I experience because it is hard for me to, like you said, be a human. It's hard for me to,
allow yourself to feel.
yeah. Like I even have been put on like medication because of that.
This when it all goes back to the prostitute. You got to tap back into those pleasures. Don't you feel most powerful? Probably during orgasm.
And I'm practicing celibacy because I use my creative powers for business.
You so manly. You're so masculine.
I am.
Literally,
Yes.
literally.
Yes.
A
Like
lot of folk don't get it. So a lot of time, a man will use the woman as a portal just to become more feminine for being in that material realm so much.
yeah. Shit. Okay, I got to figure out how to I got to get a feeling affirmation statement.
You don't fuck the game up. You don't fuck the game up. You don't gave the secret away.
I'll edit it out.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. Let that shit ride. It's for the people.
I'm
It's for the people.
so I do like meditations and stuff for Insight Timer. I'm actually going to start recording subliminals. And so another one of my manifestations for this year is to create my own meditation app. It's a very untapped market.
Fuck with
Very
me.
untapped market. There's only like a handful of meditation apps, mindful apps. There's really not that many of them.
Precious. Fuck with me.
So,
Fuck
yeah,
with me.
this is where the funding is that I've been creating.
Let me know.
Yeah, I will. But that's seriously like what needs to happen. I have my I do a reading for myself every year before the beginning of the year. That's just I like to know what's
Me,
going to happen.
me too.
And it said that they said I have 8 businesses, and I said, "How many are in profit?" And they said 9 because I inherit one through my husband. Period.
Mm,
And so I wrote down a list of all the businesses that I need. or that I have ideas about and how to turn each of them into profit. And here they are. And then for each page, this is what I do in my meditation or manifestation workshops too. And then like each page has like a thing and it has like whatever with it and like different action steps.
You said you do what? Workshops what?
Well, I do manifestation workshops.
Come on, man. Fuck with it. Let's collab one day.
Oh, do you want to go? You want to come to mine? I'm doing it March 23rd for spring equinox.
No, I'm coming to your book signing, but I'm saying I would like to collab with you one day.
For a workshop? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We'll
My
talk about
work,
that later on
huh?
down the road though. That can be later on.
Yeah. My workshops, I definitely want to start doing more like retreat style workshops where we have multiple different
Okay.
people. What?
You reading my mind again.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Rain shit. No, I'm listening.
Yeah. Workshops are basically like one day, but I want to start doing retreats, which are multiple days in different locations. And so I'll have plenty of time to curate all of these things. But yeah,
Let's
that's what.
talk. Let's talk. So on your retreat tour,
Mhm.
once you locate Atlanta, let's link up and we can put something together.
Oh, you want to do it in the States?
What?
I
You
was
just blew my
thinking
mind.
I was thinking Costa Rica for like a 2 week or 10 day, and then I was
Man, what?
thinking Thailand, and I was thinking I have actually have a heavy Asian clientele, so I was thinking like Malaysia or somewhere.
Hell yeah.
That's where
I don't know. I don't know about that plane that damn long now. How long the flights is?
you're looking at like over half of a day.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica we could get to quick. Costa Rica is like 6 hours.
This motherfucker just blew my goddamn mind. I'm thinking local. This bitch thinking internationally.
Most of my clients are international. I really
Like,
only have a handful
wow.
of clients in the States. That's why I wake up so
Like,
damn early.
you blowing my mind, man.
Yeah,
I'm blowing my mind. Like, wow. Hey,
that's
shout out to you. You rocking out. You really doing your
thank
thing.
you. Thank you. I work a lot.
You doing your thing.
I
Like,
work a lot. Like I literally am always working. So thank you.
if it's Malaysia, if it's all that, I know the motherfucker don't understand me. Shit.
They can honestly like I've never had a language issue. The I've had one client that had a little bit of a language barrier. She was in Portugal, but other than that, like everyone, and I think it's because she was in a camper and it was really windy. I think there was more like stuff going on than that, but
So they ain't even gonna really see this even in America. So I can smoke all I want to then.
yeah, like I'm telling you, the majority of my people are everywhere else.
Straight up,
Yeah. Anyway, anything else you want to talk about tonight?
man. Press, we can do this all night. Really,
I
we
know, but I
rocking.
gotta go to bed.
I'm saying that was my ending
I'm gonna
piece.
wake up.
That was my ending piece because we can do this all night. Like it's wow, man. Some of these things we gotta talk off camera about because wow, wow.
Yeah.
In real
You
life,
know,
I say in real life, I normally don't say bye. I just hang up. Nah, what you finna say?
even remember. Anyways, that is the episode for today. I hope you guys so when this airs on the week of my book.
Shit.
So if you are listening to this, go to Amazon, purchase my book. The following month, you'll be able to purchase it at Barnes and Noble and your local bookstores. And I'm so excited.
You
Oh,
doing that shit like this? Barnes and Nobles.
if you're gonna do, here's what my mom said because I asked her if she would help me get a billboard in Times Square. I said,
What?
I said, I really want to get a billboard, and her exact words were, "If you're gonna do it big. Say less."
I love when a nigga come out of you. I love it.
So yeah, and once
Damn.
that happens, it's just up from there because that's a easy 40% ROI. And listen, billboards are where it's at. A lot of people sleep on billboards. Billboards are where it's at. A lot of people sleep on billboards.
I
It's
appreciate the game. I'm gonna
one
use
of
that then.
the most affordable forms of marketing other than social media because a lot of social media is free, but you also have to beat the algorithm on social media. You ain't got to do that to get a billboard on I 95, 75, 40, whatever.
Right.
Billboards are like traditional billboards are 60% ROI and digital ones are 38 to 40%. And the social media impact from getting a billboard on Times Square, you can literally have a 1 day where they show you every hour for like 15 seconds for 1 day, and it's only like $5,000. You can do a 3 day, I think it's like 15 or 10 or 15 for 3 days, and you can do like a whole month for 20K.
What?
And you're making all of that back times two. Like it's wild. Yeah. It's just the initial investment is why a lot of people I feel like don't do those things, but fuck that. You got to invest in yourself. If you want anyone else to invest in you, you have to invest in yourself.
Precious, you blowing my mind.
Yeah. So I'm the final boss. That's why they do whatever just to be in my presence. Yeah.
Pop your shit.
Telling you. So, shit. I was going to say something else and I forgot. I'm doing that spell my next moon cycle.
For sure. You acting like Kylie. That's who you acting like. Kali.
Who's
You
that?
acting like look up. You acting like Darga. He's either a G or a J.
That's so
Internationally
funny.
too. Fuck with it. If you in Ireland, fuck with Hectate.
Yeah, that's yeah.
A lot of counter.
I'm very excited about it. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I can't believe my book is almost done. Oh my gosh.
Like I'm really cheering you on. Like I
Thank
really
you.
want to see you do your thing.
Thank you. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I feel like a lot of like these books and stuff and like a lot of like the ancient philosophers like the Plato and everything else, their books are very small. But you get
My
a
book is
lot of
small.
information minus 2. And you get a lot of information in a very short amount because we don't need the fucking filler. We don't need the bullshit. We're not fucking with the bullshit. Fuck that. You get your information, you get your highlighter, you write your notes, and you continuously look how much we have studied these philosophers whose works are 50 pages. Look at Neville Goddard. He doesn't have a single book. I've read his entire collection. I read the entire collection in a week because he does not have a single book that is over 100 pages.
Come on. Okay.
My book is 55 pages from start to finish.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not just saying that to put myself in the category of all these other people, but I am telling you
Why
the
not?
information is powerful. The information is, you're right, pop my shit. The information is powerful. The information is transformative. The information is necessary. Quite frankly, I've read it multiple times, and every time I read it, it changes my life, and I fucking wrote it.
Damn.
I literally read my book 3 times in a row one night and went to work and started spewing shit. And they're just like, we've never seen this side of you. Well, damn, I think that I just reprogrammed my own mind by reading my own fucking words.
Hey, straight up. Straight up. If you magical, you a little bit psychotic.
Not a little bit.
That shit.
So,
That's why.
anyways,
That's why people fuck with Americans, right there. I guess.
because we're crazy.
Yes. And we proud of it.
Yeah. But listen, like, everyone that they say is crazy is a genius.
Like them ancient Greeks. Them motherfuckers was crazy, but they were genius.
Even Einstein's a fucking, you know,
Dressed
like,
like a woman.
and he wasn't always there,
Right.
supposedly. But fucking genius. Look at Kanye. Fucking, he says the stuff that he says is not crazy.
And I got a theory based off of Kanye. It's called the Ye method.
Hmm. What, saying stuff until it comes true?
Nah, I have people say the darkest thing, because right after you say the darkest thing, the most beautiful thing follow behind it. I got that from Ye. I got that from Kanye, and I use it
So
in therapy.
interesting.
They're
So
like,
they say like the darkest thing that comes to their mind or something.
yeah, like in therapy, people get to a point to where that they don't want to say that dark ideal. You feel what I'm saying? And like that stops them from the healing. Once
Mm.
you say that
And
dark,
you release it.
just because you think it, don't mean you're gonna do it.
Right. So you
It's just a
release it
thought.
out. Yeah.
These motherfuckers talk about like they get scared about suicide. Kanye said, "Yeah, I want to kill myself."
I accidentally told my therapist the other night that I was going to KMS, and she was like, "You need to call your doctor right now."
But you might say something. You're gonna say something beautiful right behind it. When we say the darkest things, some beauty behind it. Like it
Mhm.
always come. It always come. Always.
Hmm. I'm going to
It's
start,
not
anytime I have that thought, I'm going to say it out loud. I'm going to write down what comes after. I love that, actually.
for
Ooh,
sure.
you need to trademark that.
The Yay method
Mm-hmm.
is in love, sex, UFOs. You know.
Yeah, definitely. You got
I
to
got a
get,
feeling.
huh?
Got a feeling that you probably gonna help me put it together.
Period. I already got the people. I hired all Tennesseans and all women for my team.
What?
Hmm. A full
Damn.
literary team. All women, all Tennesseans.
You got a full literary team.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy as hell to say, isn't it?
Hey, shout out to you. You got
That's
a
so
full
crazy.
literary team.
No, it's so crazy. Yeah.
How you put this team together?
So most of them came to me, literally showed up because when you're in alignment, that's what happens. And
Mm,
then I was listening to some of my subliminals on YouTube, and an ad popped up for this place where you can go and find like freelance editors, typesetters, whatever. And so I found a couple of them that I liked. I hit info, sent me their stuff, and a couple of people sent stuff, London, Germany, the typical literary places. And then one that I actually like, she wasn't kind of structured. She was more just like, this is what it is. Like, this is what I'll give you. Didn't send me like a whole like package. And I was just like, actually, I want you. And I clicked on it. You don't even know where the person's from until you accept their offer. She's in fucking Memphis.
damn.
You know, talk about energy.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. You don't know their name. All you know is their initials. Like, you don't know their name. You don't know anything until after you accept their offer.
Synchronicity like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, everyone's in Tennessee.
You really living the shit you rapping.
Yeah, like, and that's, I feel like a lot of people, they say a lot of things, but they don't live it. I will never tell a client to do something I have not already done or willing to do. I would never host a workshop and have someone do something that I don't already do. Like, I'm never going to be that person who has not already tried and failed or tried and succeeded in any of these methods or any of the ways that I teach or any of the ways that I practice.
Mm,
That's not me. I'm never going to be like that. Like, a lot of like pastors and a lot of people who are of a spiritual whatever, like, they do a lot of the things and they don't practice what they preach. I have already practiced it before I preach it.
that's real shit. That's real shit.
And I feel like that's how I'm able to like connect with people a lot easier and like a lot more. And I give a lot of real life examples for things versus just do this and this is your result. Like, I'm telling you my personal examples because I've already done it. And I feel like that's important.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Told
Well,
you. I told you we can do this all
I
motherfucking
know.
day.
I know. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed. All right. Thank you, Zeke, so much for being here. And that is it for today. If you were listening, go online and buy my book. Okay. Bye.
Love.